My sister is a narcissist. For context, I am 29 years old and my sister is 33. We used to get along until we lived together. She's a compulsive liar and a narcissist, and our mother refuses to see it. We rented together for about 4.5 years. I was working 2 jobs, one of which was a night shift, so I was tired a lot of the time. But that didn't stop her from demanding I drive her around to appointments and things, even though I'd just worked a 10-hour shift and wanted to rest. While living together, I worked, and she was on government benefits. I paid the bond on our first house, which was $3,000, on the proviso that she would pay me back later, even if it was a bit at a time. She only had one job the entire time we lived together, and it only lasted 4 months before she got fired. She would spend all her money on rent and drugs while I paid all the bills. In our second house, she paid a little more towards bills, but not much. She always made excuses or would take various substances instead. She was also emotionally and occasionally physically abusive when we lived together. She would often call me useless or say there was nothing I didn't ruin and that I should just go die. She also had 2 ferrets, who she refused to use their massive enclosure for, and let them be free range in the house. They used my room as a toilet and wrecked the carpet, as it was covered in their various fluids. I'd finally had enough and told her I didn't want to live with her anymore. She called me selfish, saying all I did was drag her down and that I was the reason she couldn't get a job because I wouldn't drive her to all her appointments. Instead of setting an alarm and acting like an adult, she told a lot of her friends lies, and I got a lot of abusive messages from them, calling me all sorts of names. When we moved, we lost our grandmother's necklace. I was devastated because she'd given it to me when I was 10, and it was one of the only things I had of hers since she died back in 2016. My sister turned up to our dad's funeral at the end of 2022 wearing it, claiming I'd gifted it to her when I hadn't. Our mother didn't let me confront her and said we should keep the peace since we'd just lost our dad. I agreed but didn't have an opportunity to confront her again as she left early and I ended up sick with COVID-19. She still owes me roughly $7,000 to $10,000 that I'll never see a cent of. Our mother keeps using the lines of she's family and be the bigger person, she's your sister. My sister lies about her job to our mother, claiming she's a manager at her work, which I know for a fact to be false, as one of my good friends is best friends with the real manager. I've expressed to our mother that I want nothing to do with my sister and that she not bring her up, but she constantly does and then snaps when I say I don't care about my sister and to please drop it. I point out she wouldn't know we don't speak if I hadn't told her. She also found out I was sexually assaulted, and she's one of those people who has to make absolutely everything about herself no matter the situation. My sister is manipulative and tells our mother what she wants to hear, and she eats it up and refuses to see what I and our other 3 siblings can all see. My mother has tried tricking me into seeing her a few times and tried again on New Year's, but failed because my sister ended up not coming down because she had been kicked out by her boyfriend for cheating for a second time. She tried breaking me and my partner up when we lived together, telling him I was cheating on him, I wasn't, and that she would be there to comfort him. Thankfully, my partner told her he didn't believe her and to not spread lies like that, so she resorted to stealing the amethyst necklace my partner bought me for our 1-year anniversary, thinking it would make him mad enough to break up with me. Our mother still says I'm the asshole because I refuse to speak to my sister at all and have gone no contact. I don't know how to handle it anymore as our mother won't listen and seems more interested in playing fake happy family than hearing the truth about my sister. My sister tells anyone who will listen that I owe her the money and told one of our half-sisters that I was the one cheating and being abusive, etc. She doesn't know we're super close. She visited recently and wouldn't stop making snide comments and remarks about the fact that I'm infertile and having kids would literally kill me. I'm having a hysterectomy soon, and when she found out, she tried to make the entire thing about her and kept saying her friend who was visiting soon had a young kid that our mum could pretend is her grandchild since I'm not having any children, and that if I was skinnier, I might not have the condition I have that makes me infertile. My current plan is to find any job that's full-time so I can move and not tell our mum where it is so she can't tell my sister.